Okay, so I have discovered what I believe to be is the closest thing that I can really get to like a Title Fight Shed era tone. Um, I've been trying to find this for a long time, and nobody really seems to have a good tutorial online, so I thought I would make this. I think it's pretty close. I'll show you what I'm using. So I'm using a Strat. I have a Seymour Duncan JB SH4 in the bridge. It's pretty much the only pickup I use on this guitar. Um, and yeah, honestly, it's very, the voicing of it is very mid-focused. So you could just use like a normal Les Paul pickup. I know that Jamie just had, I believe, just has the stock pickups in his LP. So it'll sound a little bit different, but it's just an approximation. I have that going into a Marshall DSL 40CR. It's very good. I like it a lot. It's a very nice amp. It can do a lot of different things. You get the classic kind of Marshall hard rock sound. You get some cleans. You get a lot of gain on tap, surprisingly. Highly recommend it. If you're into Title Fight or any kind of punk rock, I would highly recommend that you use this thing. I've even used it for like some Cure type stuff, which is crazy because it's not a Marshall sound at all. And then the only pedal I'm using for this is the Ibanez Tube Screamer. So I have it set with the tone just a notch above 5, drive completely 0, and level is at like 6. You don't really need to drive the amp too hard. It's not that gainy of a sound, surprisingly. So for the amp, what I'm running is it's a, like I said, Marshall DSL 40CR. I've got it on the high mode, which is the 40-watt mode. I have the gain on 2 on the ultra gain channel, the green lead 1 channel. Like I said, it's not a very gainy tone, so you really don't need that much. You kind of just want like a nice crunchy, punchy, breakup kind of sound. The volume is just on 1 because this is a 40-watt tube amp and I'm in my bedroom, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn it up that loud. For the EQ, I have the treble down to 4. The middle is at it's about 6 because you really want that punch, and the bass is at 8. So I think this is kind of the secret to the tone. I didn't think that this would be a super bassy tone, but I watched the Shed VHS documentary that they put out a while ago, and in one of the recordings you can hear Jamie say like, hey, can you turn my bass up to 8 or something like that. And so I tried it and it really actually made the tone. So I don't like playing with too much bass, so you could really do 7 or 8. It kind of sounds the same. I have it on 8 just because that's what it was in the thing. Tone shift button, don't worry about that. Presence, I have it at 6. Resonance down at 4 because you don't want it to become too muddy. And I just have the reverb up at like 5, a little hair over 5. This thing does not have a lot of reverb on tap, so it doesn't make that much of a difference. And I have the master at 5, just to get the amp opened up a little bit. Yeah, it's a really nice sounding tone. And I'm gonna do a little demo just so you can hear what it sounds like. So if you have something like a 27, you have like, you know, but you get the idea. I don't have the tubes are not really compressed right now because I don't have the volume up super loud, so this sounds way better when you get the volume gunning. And you can do something like blush. it sounds good with the palm mutes too. So something like Coxton Yard, like a. Or like a shed. If you play closer to the bridge, you get a nice little breakup, so. Yeah, so you hear that. And then even for something that's a bit more open, and, you know, fun to play, like a crescent-shaped depression, it sounds really nice, so like. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. Any suggestions, you can leave them below. I think it sounds pretty nice. Once you get the volume really cranked, it sounds just so much better. And eventually, you could probably just lose the tube screamer. It's probably not that important. I just have it because it helps run it a little bit more hot at lower volumes. And yeah, if you're trying to get this on an amp that's not this one, really, I would recommend just trying to find something that has a little bit of a Marshall voicing, that kind of UK voicing, and then you could probably replicate the settings pretty close and just tweak, you know, use your ears. Biggest recommendation for doing tone, use your ears. Online advice is wrong all the time. My advice might be wrong. Who knows? Use your ears, you know, just get it the way that you like it. But yeah, peace.